Hey YouTube, Zane Frank here. Today, it's episode of Hobby Talk. I wanted to talk more about digital cards, and one of the commenters last week um, brought up, kind of expand a little bit on what I was talking about. If if the situation happens where um, Topps loses the license and for baseball. Would be like 2023, and Fanatics goes ahead and decides we're just going to make digital cards. We're not going to mess with making actual physical cards. One of the side effects of that would be that um, vintage, well, all baseball cards would start really becoming, I think, more of a vintage collectible. I'm talking about like Topps cards mostly, and you know, you can look at people that collect video games. They're not making video games anymore. That's mostly just digital downloaded material, and the collectible video games market has exploded. Um, so just because things are starting to go more digital doesn't mean that the hobby's just going to die. It could actually make certain things more collectible. And of course, baseball is going to continue to go on, and players like Otani and Tatis, Soto, Acuna, these guys are going to be superstars for the next decade, I'm sure. And in Wander Franco too, I think I'd put him up in there too. The guy's amazing. So they actually do have rookie cards out there and first Bowman cards. Those cards aren't going to all of a sudden become non-collectible. They're going to be just as sought after as ever. And you know, this these are just hypotheticals, guys. Could digital cards replace baseball cards as far as um, what Fanatics has planned? Like, will they just plan to not print actual cards and just do digital NFT type, blockchain type cards? It's possible, but it's also possible they buy Topps and we continue to have baseball cards as always. But one thing I think one person said I was scaremongering, but I mean it's just a sign of the times, guys. Things go more digital, and even though these aren't like forms of media, they are physical things that can be reproduced digitally. Not exactly the same thing, but um, all you have to do is look at this Topps NFT release, this Inception that happened. I think it was Thursday. So I tried to get on there and I just wanted to buy one of the cheap packs. I think they made 10,000 of the cheap packs. I wanted to go on there, buy a cheap pack just to see what it's all about. I couldn't get one. I couldn't even get the site to load up. It was kind of a huge disaster mess. And if you went to Twitter, you could see I wasn't the only one having major problems with trying to do this digital thing. And I think it's kind of backlashing against Topps, getting a lot of people very ticked off. But the fact is, they sold 10,000 $15 packs, digital NFT packs, and 6,000 $100 like extra special digital packs of Inception, NFT Inception, and the stuff sold out very quickly. And I figured it up. Topps, in that few minutes that it took to sell those out, they pocketed $750,000. So it didn't cost them 1 cent of printing a card. All they had to do was make it digitally, and it was very, very successful as far as them making money. Now, as far as ticking a bunch of people off that wanted to try a pack and couldn't get one, it didn't really work out that great. Um, I don't know if there's something wrong with if I don't have the right type of computer set up or what, but I could not even get the buy it now. I couldn't even get in line basically to get one of the packs. And it could have been a lot of bugs or glitches or whatever, but I'll probably try again the next time they do this, because you know it's going to happen again. I'll probably try another one, but you know, I'm not going to count on getting one, that's for sure. I actually went today and tried to go onto the marketplace. I wanted to buy a couple of the rookies I like, just maybe some cheap rookie cards of the NFT Inception cards, and I couldn't even get one of those to load up. So it could be just my computer's too old. But I tried with my iPhone also to go there and do it, and I had no success to even be able to get into the marketplace. Basically, I could get into the marketplace, but I couldn't I'll just say, I was wanting to buy a Joe Adele rookie NFT. When I clicked on that, it would just never load. So I don't know. Kind of a weird deal. That definitely needs some revamping. And Topps probably, if they weren't about to lose the license, they probably would have ironed this out more. But I think their thinking is we have to get into this digital NFT stuff now before it's too late. Anyway, were any of you guys able to get a digital NFT pack? And if so, how did you do it? And did you get a cool pull? What do you think of it? Is it something will be fun? Just curious. But there's no doubt they sold a bunch of packs very quickly. So, and they didn't have to deal with a middleman. They didn't have to deal with distributors, hobby shops, none of that. They sold them directly to us and made $750,000 in minutes. So I hate to say it, guys, but I think it's more and more likely that Fanatics is not even going to bother with printing baseball cards. I think they bought all that just to have the ability to make digital cards. We'll see. I hope not, because I enjoy collecting physical cards, all that, but it's not going to ruin the cards I have. We'll always have those cards, and those cards are definitely going to become more vintage and more cool as time goes on. And I think this all plays into grading as well. Graded cards, like here's a Patrick Mahomes. Don't have very good light here, but this is a Panini Optic. Let me move my light so you can see the card there. Patrick Mahomes. I mean, grade cards are awesome. I love it. I think it's a cool way to collect. We'll always have this to be able to collect and have fun collecting grade stuff, and that's basically what people do with stuff that's kind of gone away, like the physical side, like video games. People love grading and collecting video games, comic books. I don't know a lot of people that buy new comic books. Maybe you can still get them places, but the graded comic book market is huge. I mean, it's never been bigger, and I almost kind of want to buy a comic book here or there, because even though I don't really collect comic books, I think they're awesome, and I want to see what one of the slabs is like, kind of. And I do have one that I do want to get graded, my David Palumbo comic book. But yeah, just because things are going digital doesn't mean the stuff that you have isn't going to appreciate over time and become more sought after and vintagey and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, this is kind of an NFT discussion / digital cards / physical cards discussion, and hopefully we can talk about some other stuff. But I definitely thought there was some more stuff on the table to talk about, and I wanted to hear you guys' comments, and we'll talk about what you guys thought of this on Friday follow-up. But yeah, and also another side note, seems like PSA is really starting to crank out orders. Maybe they'll start opening up some of these other levels soon, I'm hoping. and where you don't have to spend $150 to grade a card. Because I do have a couple of really nice cards. I'm tempted to spend like $100 to grade, but I'm really fighting that temptation because I've rarely sent anything over bulk. But these are a couple cards that they would upcharge me for, no doubt. They're very expensive cards. So I'll probably wait. If they open up a $100 level soon, I will probably be sending in a handful of cards to get those graded, because they're cards that I probably would get upgraded anyway. So that's just a side note. I feel like PSA is really starting to get caught up now after all this time, and I have a feeling they're going to start opening up some more levels. Not going to open up the bulk level and value level, but excuse me, I do think they're going to open up more levels. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.